Everybody, so this is the video that everybody's been waiting for months. I've been waiting for it too. It's been a long 6 months or so with everything that's been going on with Saahan. And you guys have seen, for those of you who have been with me from the beginning, you saw the first day I met Saahan down on Pattaya Beach at the Rounder. You followed me through meeting Saahan's mom, uh, getting them into an apartment, and trying to get them into school in Thailand, all before I knew that Saahan's mom was from Cambodia. The way I found that out was I was having a hard time getting Saahan into school, and but the schools wouldn't tell me what the problem was. They would just say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, but we cannot help you." And I'm like, "What do you mean you can't help me? This kid needs to be in school. Let's get him in school." So finally, Seihan's mom told me, "Oh, I have a problem with my passport." She explained to me she was from Cambodia. She told me her passport expired. So I was like, "Oh, your passport expired? Okay, no problem. Let's go to the Cambodian embassy and we'll get you a new passport. That's not a big deal, right?" So I set up a cab ride from Pattaya Beach to Bangkok to go to the Cambodian embassy. I'm in a different country, man. I have no idea where I'm at. And so me, Seihan's mom, and Seihan jumped in this cab a couple days later, and we went up to Bangkok to the Cambodian embassy. The Cambodian embassy people were so nice to me. They knew I was totally clueless as to what was going on, and they told me they first of all, Seihan's mom came back to me and said, "Oh, they can't help me." And I was like, "What do you mean they can't help you? You're Cambodian. You need a new passport. This is the Cambodian embassy. Of course they can help you." So she went up to him again, and she came back and said, "No, they cannot help me." And I was like, "Okay, I'm going up and I'm talking to him." And she said, "No, no, 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 no." She goes, "Let me talk to him again." So this time, the Cambodian embassy guy comes over to me, and super sweet guy. Uh, I love these people. They are the nicest people in the world. He goes, "I'm really, really sorry, but uh, Seihan mom overstayed her visa. So she has to go back to Cambodia for 2 years and then she can reapply." And I was like, "That's not what she told me." And so I was pretty upset with her for not telling me the truth. That's where we started. I had to leave the country. As I was out of the country, Seihan's mom got deported, and ever since then, it's been a back and forth thing where she gets deported, she comes back to Thailand, she gets deported. So finally, what happened was this last time, and I've been in touch with them while they've been traveling. The Thai authorities were upset at me because I was helping them out, but I didn't know that they weren't supposed to be here. I didn't even know that they were Cambodian, and so I was told in no uncertain terms that I could not help them stay in Thailand. I understood, so I still talked to them. I still hung out with Seihan a little bit here and there. I made sure I didn't lose contact with them, but I couldn't help Mama Seihan and Seihan get into an apartment. I couldn't help Seihan get into school. There was nothing I could do. And all I could do was just sit back and watch and hope there came a time. What I was hoping for, what I was wishing for was that Seihan's mom was going to go back to Cambodia and I could get Seihan in school in Cambodia and get them a place to live. Well, she wouldn't do that. And Seihan, she would ask Seihan, "Do you want to go to Cambodia?" And Seihan would be like, "No." So Seihan didn't want to go to Cambodia either. So to make a long story short, finally the Thai authorities had enough. They arrested her enough times. They deported her enough times. Don't ask me how this worked out because I have no idea. But they ended up taking Saahan and putting Saahan in a boarding school up in Bangkok. Thank God, because now he gets to get an education. And that everybody who knows me knows that the reason that I help these kids out is to educate them out of poverty. I want to break the chain of poverty and low socioeconomic status through education, getting a good job. You do it generationally. So, usually, families that have children that go to college and get good jobs have children that have children that go to college and get good jobs. So, we're trying to break the chain of poverty here. So, finally, I'm talking to Saahan's mom, and she's telling me she's in Poi Phet, which is a border town between Thailand and Cambodia. There's a Poi Phet, there's a Thailand side of Poi Phet, and then there's a Cambodian side of Poi Phet. And and I butchered that. I didn't say it right, but anyways, so she's telling me she's in Poi Phet. She's like, "Can you send me some money?" And at this point, I'm not in the money sending mode with her because I want Saahan in school, and I'm not going to support her to have him out of school. So she tells me, she goes, "Oh, I'm going to Bangkok with Saahan." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." This is, to me, I'm just thinking that this is another one of her like Thailand trips where she's taking Saahan somewhere to, go beg for money and stuff, pretty much using him to beg for money. So I'm going along with it, and so she's phone calling me every day. She's now calling me while she's on a train, taking a train. She called me when she was in Poi Phet. Then she called me when she was on the train with Saahan going to Bangkok. Then she calls me the next day, and she's like near Bangkok. And then she calls me after that. She's in Bangkok, but that's all she did, was she just called me and talked to me. A week later, I start getting I start seeing pictures of her on Facebook by herself, and I'm like, "Where's Saahan?" Because Saahan's always with her in her pictures, and so I'm noticing that Saahan's not there, and so I ask her, "Can I talk to Saahan?" And I get no response. A week or so goes by, and she talks to me on Facebook, and um, she says, "Oh, Saahan's in school." And I'm like, "Okay." And eventually she tells me that Saahan got put into boarding school. And so I started putting the pieces together. And from what this is just my assumptions on what happened. Um, it's difficult, just communicating with Saahan's mom, period. Uh, and I very rarely understand everything that's going on. But what it looks like to me happened is she once again tried to go back to Cambodia, and at the border, I think that they probably stopped her and said, "We're not going to just let you go back this time. This has happened." I think they were like, "You're in the system as being deported like 500 times." And I think they looked at Saahan and they said, "Where was Saahan born? Do you have a passport for Saahan? Where's his birth certificate?" And I think I don't know if Saahan was born in Cambodia or Thailand. I don't know anything. But the Thai government didn't. I don't think they let him go back to Cambodia. I think they told her, "We're going to put him in boarding school, and you need to put him in school." And it looks to me like they allowed her, because I saw them on the train together. There was no officials with them or anything like that. They were on their own. They were on their own will. And it looks like Saahan and Saahan's mom got on that train and went up to Bangkok on their own will. And it looks like Saahan's mom turned him into boarding school. And kudos for the Thai government. Thank you so much for getting Saahan in school. I can't tell you how hard it's been to see him not getting an education, and I'm 100% behind what they're doing. But now we're at the stage where I told Saahan at the very beginning, I said, Saahan, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. I will continue to help you. And I remember him looking at me, and it's like he understood what I was saying, and his eyes kind of like rolled. He didn't believe me. Every time something's happened where they've been deported and then I've seen them again or something like that, I've said, Saahan, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to help you. And I've never seen the look in his eyes yet where he's believed what I'm saying. And I told him at the beginning I was here for the long run. I am here for the long run, and I love him. You know, he's like my own son, and I'm going to stick with him. I finally, Sehan's mom told me that he went into boarding school, and she sent me pictures of him at the boarding school and her like posing in front of the school and stuff. So I knew I had the name of the school. I knew where the school was. Seihan's mom is kind of like hot and cold. Sometimes she's like, oh yeah, come up here. She was like, yeah, come up. You can visit Seihan in school. And then I would like try to get a hold of her 3 days later, and I couldn't get a hold of her for a week or whatever. So she's like hot and cold. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to the school myself. I'm going to go up there and see him. So I set up a trip to go to Bangkok. Today, we actually got into Bangkok yesterday. It's March 23rd today, so we got in March 22nd, 2024. We got into Bangkok. Today, March 23rd, we went to his school. And let me tell you something. It was very emotional for me. The people, we went to the school that was on the name behind the picture with Saahan and Seihan's mom. When we showed up there, they were very nice. They were very welcoming. I showed them the picture of Saahan, and we talked to them. They ran inside looking for him and stuff so we could see him. You can just tell that these people are really good people, and they care a lot about these kids. But he's not actually at that school. He's at another school not very far from that school. Today is Saturday, so we couldn't go see him anyways at the other school. So we gave them our information. We got their phone numbers. And on Monday, I'm going to start crying. On Monday, I'm going to go see Saahan. Just standing in the school where we were today, I could feel the emotions, and I could feel, what Saahan must be feeling at that school. And I could only imagine, he's been with his mother every day since he's been born. They have a bond, even though it's not the most healthiest necessary. I mean, wasn't the greatest situation for them, but they are like this. All they know is each other. They've used each other to survive. And for him to be away from his mom right now, he's a little bit older now, so he can probably handle it a little bit better. I'm sure the loneliness and there's some pain there. I can't wait to see the look on his face, and I can't wait to see him and give him a hug. He's going to be absolutely ecstatic to see me. He's going to be stoked. So Monday, I go to his school, and of course I always keep my fingers crossed. There we go. I always keep my fingers crossed because anything can happen, but they know who we are. We've got their information. They know we're coming on Monday. We know where the school's at, and we're supposed to call before we go there to make sure everything's set up properly. And I'm gonna go to Seihan's school, and you better bet that I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna ask them, what does he need? Does he need Does he need clothes? Does he need money for clothes? Is there, can we give money so he can like buy the food that he wants, or whatever Saahan needs, Saahan's going to get, and Saahan will be taken care of. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate so much all the people. I had people messaging me today on Facebook, private messaging me, asking me about, so what's going on with Saahan? Have you seen him yet? It's like you guys are amazing, and you guys are just as passionate about this as I am, and I really appreciate your support, and all I can say is thank you so much, because really there's been times where I've been helping these kids out where I've been like, man, I'm done. I'm tired. This is it's killing me, But I would go on there. I would go on the Patreon. I would look at the 115 people donating money to me. I would like watch your guys' messages on Facebook, and I'd be like, you know what, man? You guys give me the strength to keep going, and you guys give me the strength to pull myself back up when I'm down. So I really, really appreciate it. Love all you guys. And it is Saturday right now. It is 2:54 p.m. in Bangkok, Thailand. On Monday, we will be going to see Saahan. I'll let you guys know how it is. Have a good day.